Analysis of the film Kung Fu Hustle, 2004. Overview. Kung Fu Hustle, directed by Stephen Chow, is a 2004 action comedy film from Hong Kong that masterfully combines martial arts, slapstick humor, and over-the-top visual effects. The movie blends traditional kung fu cinema with modern CGI and cartoon-like exaggerations, creating a unique and highly entertaining style. Plot summary. The story is set in 1940s Shanghai and follows Sing, a small-time crook with dreams of joining the notorious Axe Gang. He and his partner try to take over Pigsty Alley, a seemingly ordinary neighborhood. However, they discover that the residents are actually former kung fu masters hiding their incredible skills. As Sing gets drawn into their world, he learns the values of courage, honor, and true martial arts mastery, ultimately transforming from a wannabe gangster into a hero. Characters. Sing, the protagonist, whose transformation from a bumbling, selfish, wannabe gangster into a heroic kung fu master drives the story. The landlady and landlord, eccentric, powerful residents of Pigsty Alley, showcasing exaggerated comedic kung fu power. Axe Gang members represent corruption and lawlessness, serving as comic villains. Residents of Pigsty Alley. Each resident has unique kung fu abilities, highlighting the film's inventive choreography. Style and action. Kung Fu Hustle stands out for its fusion of slapstick comedy and martial arts action. The fight scenes are highly stylized, mixing practical stunts with CGI-enhanced exaggerations reminiscent of animated cartoons. The humor is often physical and absurd, creating a playful, energetic tone that is accessible to international audiences. Fun facts about Kung Fu Hustle, 2004. 1. Stephen Chow's dual role. Stephen Chow not only directed the film, but also starred as the main character, Sing, blending his talent for comedy and action. 2. Tribute to classics. The movie is an homage to the 1970s and 80s kung fu films, especially those of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, but with a modern and exaggerated twist. 3. Animation-inspired style. Many fight scenes were inspired by cartoons and comic books, featuring over-the-top action that wouldn't be possible with just live-action stunts. 4. Visual effects. Although many scenes look live-action, CGI was used strategically to enhance the impact of impossible stunts, such as the superhuman attacks of the Pigsty Alley residents. 5. Actor training. Some actors underwent months of martial arts training to perform the fight scenes, even with CGI complementing the acrobatics. 6. International popularity. Despite being a Hong Kong film, Kung Fu Hustle gained a large international audience, especially in the United States and Europe, thanks to its mix of action, comedy, and unique visual style. 7. Exaggerated characters. Many characters were intentionally caricatured and over the top, like the landlord and landlady, who are nearly invincible, creating a comedic contrast with the clumsy villains. 8. Cultural inspiration. The film combines traditional Chinese cultural elements like classic kung fu and honor codes with absurd humor and physical comedy, creating a unique mix that appeals to both Eastern and Western audiences. 9. Alternate versions. There are alternate cuts and international versions with slight differences in fight scenes and dialogue to better suit Western audiences. Lessons from Kung Fu Hustle, 2004. 1. Redemption and personal transformation. Sing starts as a selfish, small-time crook, but throughout the story, he learns the importance of doing what's right, transforming into a true hero. The film shows that everyone has the potential to change and grow. 2. courage, and integrity. The residents of Pigsty Alley embody courage and integrity. Even while hiding their powers, they fight to protect the innocent and oppose evil. True strength lies not in power or violence, but in defending what's right. 3. Hard work and discipline. The movie emphasizes practice and consistent training. The kung fu skills of the characters are the result of dedication, patience, and discipline, showing that success requires effort. 4. Never underestimate others. Many characters seem weak or ordinary at first glance, but hide impressive abilities. The lesson is that we should never judge someone based on appearance or first impressions. 5. Humor and creativity. Even in dangerous situations, the film demonstrates that creativity and a sense of humor can be powerful allies. Laughing in the face of challenges helps us cope and think differently. 6. Tradition and modernity. The film mixes traditional Chinese values like honor and respect with modern and exaggerated elements. The lesson is that it's possible to respect traditions while still innovating and adapting to the new. The movie Kung Fu Hustle, 2004, directed and starring Stephen Chow, had an estimated budget of $20 million United States dollars. With this investment, the film achieved a significant return at the box office. The total worldwide gross reached $104,882,445, with $17,108,591 coming from the North American market and $84,929,435 from international markets. This performance resulted in a return of more than 5 times the original investment, demonstrating the commercial success of the production. The film received highly positive reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, it scored 90% on the Tomatometer, with critics praising its mix of special effects, martial arts, and Looney Tunes-style humor. Audiences also loved it, giving it a 90% approval rating, highlighting the unique combination of action, comedy, and visual spectacle. These results show that Kung Fu Hustle is a beloved film among both critics and audiences, cementing its status as a modern classic of martial arts comedy. Now, here's our opinion.
I watched Kung Fu Hustle around the time it was released, expecting a traditional kung fu movie with intense fights and impressive choreography. However, I was surprised by a film that blends comedy, action, animation, and even cartoon-like elements, creating a unique and unforgettable experience. The movie starts in a somewhat confusing way, giving no clear clues about its plot or main characters. This might be a bit disorienting at first, but soon we get drawn into the story following the protagonist Sing, played by Stephen Chow, who dreams of joining the notorious Axe Gang. The setting is Pigsty Alley, a simple neighborhood where the residents hide extraordinary martial arts abilities. The interactions between these characters and the gang members lead to absurdly funny action scenes that feel straight out of a classic cartoon. The film's visual style is a tribute to the classics, with references to movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Shaolin Soccer, another hit by Stephen Chow. The mix of modern special effects with traditional filming techniques creates a unique atmosphere that appeals to both kung fu fans and comedy lovers. Moreover, Kung Fu Hustle subtly critiques society and the pursuit of power, using humor and action to convey deeper messages in a light and accessible way. In the end, Kung Fu Hustle is a bold and entertaining cinematic experience that manages to combine action, comedy, adventure, and cartoon-like elements in one package. It's full of surprises, charming characters, and unforgettable moments, proving that even if it feels confusing at first, it can captivate and entertain any audience. That's all for now. Session closed. Thank you for watching this video. Your interaction is important.
please press the like button. If you want to see more content, subscribe to this channel. I will be very grateful. And if all goes well, see you in the next video. Until then,